floorboards groan beneath my tread. Pine is warm, the room is dim. I count the words we never said. I give my heavy heart to him. He's sitting where he's always sat. The smoke is thick and hangs like lead. I've got no time for idle chat. I'll walk the path where I've been led. It's a long road, a heavy stone, a devotion deep within the grain. I'd rather be with him alone than wandering out in the rain through the years of dust and bone. The slow rhythm of the chain I made this weight my own, and I would do it all again. The lines upon his weathered face are maps of where we used to run. Now we've found a slower pace, waiting for the setting sun. The brass is tarnished on the door. The winter air is biting thin, but I don't need for nothing more than the skin that he is in. It's a long road, a heavy stone, a devotion deep within the grain. I'd rather be with him alone than wandering out in the rain through the years of dust and bone. The slow rhythm of the chain I made this weight my own, and I would do it all again. The clock is ticking on the wall, the fire is burning down the gray. I'll catch him if he starts to fall. I've got no reason left to stray. It's not a choice, it's just the truth. The load I'm lucky just to bear, far beyond the fire of youth. I'm still. It's a long road, a heavy stone, a devotion deep within the grain. I'd rather be with him alone, wandering out in the rain through the years of dust and bone. And I would do it all again. The bass is kicking through the wall. We're standing where the bins are kept. I watch the heavy rainfall fall while all the other people sleep. The brickwork has a greasy stain. I find a match inside my coat. We're hiding from the wind and rain with silver spirits in my throat. Give me a light and stay a while. The pavement's turning black and wet. I haven't seen you crack a smile since we shared that cigarette. Yeah, give me a light and stay a while. The pavement's turning black and wet. I haven't seen you crack a smile since we shared that cigarette. The pub is shouting down the street. The jukebox plays a tired song. I'm feeling shaky on my feet. I've been away for far too long. You look at me and then you lean against the pipe that's leaking rust. The air is cold and smells are clean amidst the rubble and the dust. Give me a light and stay a while. The pavement's turning black and wet. I haven't seen you crack a smile since we shared that cigarette. Yeah, give me a light and stay a while. The pavement's turning black and wet. I haven't seen you crack a smile since we shared that cigarette. Scraping out the dying light, boot heels on the gravel ground, lost within the London night. The only ones who won't be found. alleyway, just stay.
Leaning on the iron gate. I know you ain't a-coming back, but still I sit and watch and wait. The platform's cold and turning gray. The whistle blows a lonely sound. They're many miles and years away. I'm buried in this hollow ground. Oh, the clock don't move at all, just the water on the stone. Watch the heavy shadows fall. I'm better off alone. Yeah, I'm better off walking home into the night with nothing left of me and you. Oh, the clock don't move at all, just the water on the stone. Watch the heavy shadows fall. I'm better off alone. Yeah, I'm better off alone. Yeah, just a ghost on the line, just a waste of my time. Better off alone, better off alone. Yeah, the rain keeps falling, the rain keeps falling down.
The iron roof is screaming at the gale. I'm leaning hard against the rotting door. The sky is turning gray as garden shale. The tide is rising up through every floor. I taste the copper on your heavy breath. The salt is stinging deep inside my eyes. It feels just like a little taste of death, while water swallows up the seaside skies. But let the ocean tear the world apart. There ain't a soul left breathing on the land. I feel the beating of your heavy heart. The only life is held within my hand. The pier is groaning like a dying man. The timber snapping in the rising swell. We'll find a little mercy while we can. Inside this salt-soaked wooden shell. Ooh, the wind, ooh, the rain. Let it wash away. There ain't no light left on the coastal road. boots are heavy on the stone. The mist is thick around the square. I'm standing here so all alone, with silver dampness in my hair. You're leaning in against the black. The light is low and fading fast. There ain't no way of turning back. The first of us becomes the last. Oh, the sky is falling down on London town. The water's rising to our knees. I'm lost inside the way you look and frown. No, a heavy heart is begging for a breeze. The taxi waits across the street, a yellow eye within the dark. I feel the rhythm of our feet, a sudden flame, a dying spark. The coat is soaked and smells of gin. The tavern door is locked and tight. I'm wondering where we both begin, inside the middle of the night. Oh, the sky is falling down on London town. The water's rising to our knees. Inside the way you look and frown. No, a heavy heart that's begging for a breeze. Stop! Say a word against the rain. Gravity is pulling us to earth. A supersonic rush of love and pain to show us what a single touch is worth. Stones are slick and red, a cinematic end to all our fears. Forget the things we never said, and wash away the salt of all these years. In the London rain, done.
Bottles bone dry on the shelf. The morning light starts creeping in. I'm looking back at my old self, beneath the layers of this skin. The landlord sweeping up the floor. The streetlights die along the lane. I don't wanna see the door or face the washing of the rain. Wait until the tab is paid. Stay until the glass is clear. Watch the final promise fade while I'm still standing here. The heavy sun is coming up to take away the things we knew. One last drop inside the cup, one last breath of me and you. Your keys are heavy on the wood. The silence is a massive weight. I'd stop the clock now if I could, before it's truly far too late. The cellar walls are turning gray. The shadows lose their place to hide. There isn't anything to say that hasn't already died inside. Wait until the tab is paid. Stay until the glass is clear. Watch the final promise fade while I'm still standing here. The heavy sun is coming up to take away the things we knew. One last drop inside the cup, one last breath of me and you. One last breath, one last breath. It's a long walk to the station. It's a cold climb to the street. The end of the foundation where the stone and spirit me. The tab is paid, the debt is done. I'm so afraid of the rising sun. Just one word, just leave the change, just walk away. Walk away, walk away. Damp stone and a bitter breeze. The platform's black and still. I'm down upon my bended knees against the winter chill. The scent of ozone in the air. You're leaning on the wall. I feel the static in your hair before the shadows fall. Waiting for a train that ain't coming back. Just a friction and the grip. Two hearts beating on a frozen track. Trying to make a fire of it. Wet wool and a heavy breath. The dark is thick as tar. Scared of life and bored of death. Scared of life and bored of death. I wonder who you are. Your shoulder rubs against my own. A spark inside the dark. We're sitting on this hollowed stone. Whoa, waiting for a spark. Waiting for a train that ain't coming back. Just a friction in the green. Two hearts beating on a frozen train. Trying to make a fire of it. No, it ain't coming back. Just the stone. Just the dark. Just us. The floor is shaking underneath my boots. The diesel smoke is thick inside the air. We're pulling up the old and twisted roofs with silver pieces tangled in your hair. The world is sliding back into the night while we are standing still against the steel. We're chasing down the ghost of every light to lose the way the lonely used to feel. The dry hay smells like summer long ago.